The Iraq War was absolutely devastating. But the question is, 20 years later, where are the people who were involved? Where are the veterans that fought in this war? And how do they feel about it today? You guys absolutely loved the previous reactions that I did with Eli on the main channel here and the gaming channel. So for this Iraq War video, I had to bring Eli in and let me know what he thinks about this documentary we are going to watch from people who were involved 20 years ago. So guess what we got here, ho?
What we got? Op docs.
Everyone's been loving the reaction we've been doing, and I saw like maybe 8 seconds of this video. It's called Iraq War Veterans 20 Years Later. I don't know how to explain the war to myself. And I was like, holy f, this is absolutely beautiful and hilarious as shit, you know, because we laugh at dark shit chat. So I was like, I need to watch with somebody. And then I hit up Eli, and he was like, I'll watch it with you. And I was like, oh.
I was like, girl, I got you. Nico, did you ever watch the new military, the up dog thing?
Huh?
The up dog thing.
Sensational.
Oh, God.
Yo, was that Eli? What the fuck?
We all talk about when we're going to go home, how proud we're going to be combat
bro,
veterans.
I can smell that right now.
People can say they're combat veterans. You know, 19 years old, I fought in a war.
That is pretty hot, because I can say that. I was 19 years old, had already gotten into my first firefight. Oh, dude, here's this. I had more time in Afghanistan than I did in garrison after my first deployment.
Oh, no shit.
So when I was done with my deployment, I had 6 months, like, on the base, basic training, all that shit, and I had 9 months downrange already, and I thought that was super cool.
Mine was half and half. That was the 16 month deployment time frame when
God.
I went. Yeah, it's just here's 2 weeks off, and then you're back there with no time off, and then the tempo sucked. Oh, the worst life ever.
They got us out here in Baghdad. Life is hard.
Yo, shit.
I was a guard, then they ump it up to
I always tell people, the army, the military as a whole, we ghetto, especially the army. We're ghetto. Oh, tragic.
Not a day that go by that not a thought about back.
Okay, now we switching. We switching hard.
Go into a country where you don't know nothing.
Every single veteran 10 years after they get out, bro. This is the majority of us. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Is that a Mountain Dew fridge?
I was
back of his house?
That's why he's the GOAT!
He really doing it.
Calm down. That's a wedding day. They always shoot up with Al Wednesday. I'm already ready.
Is this giving you flashbacks right now?
I know. I'm like, what the f? Dude, it's so weird. Those M16s, just the A4s with no optics. Oh, man, I can feel that hot-ass night.
Dude, I can feel that too. For those of you who don't know, it's just like the gnarliest dry heat you've ever felt in your entire life. You can't escape it.
When that plane lands and you're in country and then you just walk out of that plane off the back of like C-130, whatever you fly in. I always explain it as a hairdryer blowing at your face.
You guys think we're exaggerating? Literally take a hairdryer, put it on whatever the highest temperature is, turn it on in your face. You're going to pull away because it's going to burn your face. You can't pull away.
The area I come from is very small. Not a lot of opportunities for people fresh out of high school. So it's either community college or go do something, travel the world.
Pen.
Like
And when I went on my first patrol, my back was so tight, I felt like if I turned, I would have broke it because of how tense my muscles were. And looking back at it now, it's like, how do you not get it? For those of you who don't know, that's their country. They can walk and go and do whatever the they want. You have a base. The second you go outside of that base, they can walk right beside you if they want to. I freaked out when I had all these kids and people walking by me. I'm like, I'm going to get blown up and I'm going to die. Can I not shoot these people? Why are they not getting away from me? And then the second I was like, hey, back up, my team leader put me in check. He's like, you need to calm the down right now.
Hearts and minds, bro.
They live here. This is their house. You're a guest. He's like, get that. Go. And I was like, oh, this is way worse than I thought it was.
Yeah, because you're playing politics and war at the same time.
I watched my brother come home all rigid when I was like 12, and I was like, no way. And then he called me and he said, you watching this shit? And I said, what? You're watching on television.
You knew in this image right here, he was going to grow up to be exactly like this.
Steve-O grew up.
Just know where your people are.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. What
There's no better feeling, though.
They're in the open. They're in the back.
You never did that?
Because strikers were closed off. And then when we'd ride, like, if you're doing the Blackhawk, it was just Blackhawk. So you just land and running out. Not the back of
Oh, they're probably doing raids right now. I was going to say, that's the only time we were able to do shit like that.
Yeah, we started just MSR, main MSR. And then we just dismount and then walk into any sector we were going. We would not bring any of the vehicles at that point in sector for fear of IEDs on every corner.
Oh, this before they f***ed around and find out. Look at that shit. They on a clear ass road.
When you're in America, when you look up, you see one power cable and it's running down the road, and you have that power cable runs to each power line. In Iraq, there is a million strings and cables running to each individual house for different things. There's no regulation, so some are hanging on the Now, which one of those are running into the ground? Those might be IED switches. Now, are they remote access via phone, or do they actually put a little battery and clack it off that way? They have multiple different ways, because we started incorporating the Warlock system, which blocked the frequencies of cell phones. So it's like, cool, they can't blow it up with the phone. And what Nico's saying with the clean roads is started having just trash, and that's where the IEDs would be. A battalion that replaced us over in Muqtadiya, that was the breadbasket. And I remember an entire squad was lost on one soldier because an Iraqi was like, oh, mister, they're here. They're in this house. They're in this house. Soldiers followed him. They walk in, they clear the house. And then when they're exfilling, they step on the first soldier leaving, steps on the pressure plate in the house, blows up the entire house. Whole squad gone, other than the dude that was outside pulling security.
It wasn't even our first mission. It was literally the second day we were in Afghanistan. Like, y'all want to get a reality check? Everybody walk to the ECP, which for those of you who don't know, it's the entry control point. It's like the front gate of the base. We walk up there, and then just being pulled by this giant truck is a whole MRAP exploded. One of the soldiers came through who was 101st, the unit we were replacing. He's like, yeah, vehicle got f***ed. We just went back out to go get it last week. He got hit with Semtex. And we're like, they got Semtex?
Now you're in Baghdad. Now you're in the heart of Adamiyah. Now what?
Tell me where the f that's coming from. Oh, you're wrong.
Imagine walking down on a patrol. Which window do you look at? That is how terrifying it is.
The doc came by and he was patching me up, and we just had a shallow conversation about
flies on the face.
You know, how, wow, man, you got shot. And I was like, yeah. And I think I was only 19 at that point.
The funny part is when you get f***ed up like that, you just go, oh, yeah, dude. It's like, oh, God, it's such a bad mentality to have.
The first thing people are talking about is like, bro, you get free license plates now. Yeah, bro, free license plates.
Gunfire and crap like that shit don't bother me, you know, it's whatever. But IEDs.
Bro, he probably been here for 2 days, and look at how f***ed up he is. In case you guys don't know, your face gets all f***ed up on deployment due to stress, bro.
Yeah, you age rapidly.
The milk jug look kind of cut, or a trash bag. The trash bag look kind of ripped up. That's the shit that they will put the bombs in.
These bruh. All of these vets are exactly how you would picture them 20 years later, and I love it.
Oh, this was Mount wasn't just getting incorporated.
Dude, Jesus Christ, there's a dude like right here in this door with the gun just murdering everybody. See, the part is she could have a bomb underneath her skirt, chat. That's the scary part. You have to check everybody. It's not worth the risk. You're not going to kill him, but you are going to put him down.
How would you feel if you had someone kicking in your door?
See?
Just shut your mouth when you're out. Just shut your mouth.
Hey, shut up.
Yeah, I know that. Shut up.
Always tell me, shut up.
Pick him up. He goes outside the wall.
Just I told him, shut him.
This is probably the hardest thing I realized. This dude could have been totally with us the whole way. We just created a dude who's going to want to come and murder us tomorrow. And that's like the hardest part. So that's why you have to only give a about the dudes you're surrounded with. That's all that matters. And not doing your best not to kill innocent people. Even though it means tomorrow, they're the enemy.
War is hell, and there are so many factors. It is politics on top of putting that on kids that are under 25 years old. A majority are 21 through 18.
I tell people to this day, the day that I grew up was November the 1st, 2003.
December 24th, 2015.
I think this is the day we all grew up.
We just got the call over the radio and that one of our Humvees was engaged with some kind of RPG or IED. Nobody knew what it was at first. It just hit, and it hit hard. And they told us we had a 9 o'clock formation. Nobody told us as to why.
It's a funeral.
Oh, yeah.
DC came out, and he was already crying. He was really shook up, and we knew something was bad.
You go down range, and you pray for violence. You pray for a firefight. You're just ready. I'm here. I don't want to guess when it's going to come. I want it to come now. The thing that happens is it doesn't happen to you. It happens to someone else, and they die.
Yep.
You got to be careful what you ask for because it might not be for you. Every time we ended up like taking casualties or something catastrophic happened, you go blackout. For those of you who don't know, blackout means like everything is cut. You can't make calls out. You can't get calls in. There's like no Wi-Fi, and it's usually just so they can take secure lines to tell other people that their family members have died before it goes on the news.
And it would be 2 days to 5 days until the family is contacted. So my battalion, we lost 16 dudes. It always happened right back to back to back. If we lost a dude, we were probably going to lose another one in some weird, strange event in those next couple of days. It would be like 1, 2, 3, or 1 or 2 are dead. Yeah, and it would always happen.
And you know it's coming.
I think most people really wanted to go out and just kill everybody after that.
That's usually how it is.
Yep, I'm angry.
So what does it do to a generation of young people
living that dream, dog,
during these deployments?
Oh, God.
They become old. They are old young men.
I couldn't connect with any of my friends like outside of the military in the sense of like, it felt like I was talking to kindergartners. Like they couldn't grasp the concept of like reality and like all the crazy hard shit. But then I could talk to adults and they would look at me like, what the
You appreciate life completely different because you realize life is fragile. We are bags of meat.
Dude, oh my God. I mentioned that to my stream all the time. If we're streaming on Twitch or Kick, I'm always just like, because like sometimes they'll get me to tell like a story, right? And I told them about the first time I shot somebody in the VIP exclusive. It's this guy right here. And I shot him 3 times. So I got 3 shell cases in the back of this tattoo. And I was like, this dude is flesh.
All you are nothing but a sack of meat.
Well, that's insane as shit.
What's up, docs? Not much. What's up, docs? Sweet.